minute. Who are you?
Der Podcast-Biester!
Are you awake? I don't know. Are you recording? Could you imagine, like, being a surgeon? I could not.
Why?
Because, like, what if you have to do a surgery for 12 hours? And it's not like me working for 8 hours where, like, you know, I can chill out for an hour at some point. You have to be on point during the entire surgery. Like, you cannot drift away playing tic-tac-toe in your head. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't think I could
I don't
do it.
think I would be able to do it.
No, I don't think I could do it either.
And especially with this adult level of tiredness that I have, I totally understand why they do drugs.
I think you also train your body and yourself to, like, to do that.
Yeah, by doing coke.
Okay. Sure. I don't know. Is that a fact?
I'm not saying everyone, but I think they are amongst the, you know, risk groups. Because
Maybe.
it's such a stressful job and you need so much energy to...
I mean, it does make sense. But then would you really want your surgeon to be, you know...
Coked up?
Yeah.
I mean, if it makes him perform, sure. I don't care.
Actually, that is true.
I
If the
don't care what
alternative
you need.
is, you know, them sleeping above my body, then yes.
I would rather him be hype, but I think that's the thing, that it doesn't sort of get them high in the same way. It just maybe gets them focused. Maybe it's not coke. I don't know. I've never done anything like that.
Yeah.
I swear. But whatever they take, maybe it just makes them super hyper focused, which then I'm perfectly fine with. Then I'm like, do whatever you want, babe.
Yeah.
Whatever you need. Just, you know, patch me up real nice.
Yeah, actually, I don't know. And also, I don't know, okay, when we say, like, surgery was 12 hours, do we take into account the whole, you know, anesthesia, and then opening up, and then closing up, and then whatever? Because
I think so.
Yeah, but not, the doctor doesn't do everything.
No, but do you really think that for him it's still some prep time that he has, right?
What to, you know...
Wash the hands,
Wash the hands.
disinfect, like get into the zone or whatever.
What, 10 minutes?
I don't know.
I
Maybe we should find a surgeon to talk to.
Maybe.
Do we know someone who's a surgeon?
I know someone from medical school. Do you know... Okay, first of all, hello, everyone. Second of all, do you know how many people... Like, their response to me telling them that, oh, I have a podcast with my friend and stuff, their first response was like, okay, when are you gonna invite us to talk? We have so many things to say. And I'm like,
Oh, that would be fun.
girl,
That would be fun.
we would be, okay, imagine what we're saying, and we are trying to keep it, you know, PG at some point. Imagine no filter whatsoever.
No, I mean, we would... So, I mean, that's the thing. We would have to prepare to, like, guide
Okay, so
the
we
talk.
have the,
and then-
so we have the guidelines.
I
And
mean, we will...
invite people.
Yeah, we have guidelines. We also prepare, like, you know, you as a host guide the discussion in a certain direction. Like, you have some kind of power over that, right?
I think I'm very bad at that.
Don't you worry.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah, I mean, how hard could it be?
I have no idea. I've never done it.
I mean, I'm sure we can manage. I think it's definitely a skill that you have to develop to, like, guide the conversation. Like, it's like an interview, right? So, of course, you need some, like, journalistic skills that you pick up with experience and, you know, practice. But I think we can make it, like, civilized. You make it sound like it would be, you know, people shouting over each other, profanities.
It has come to my realization that I am interrupting you a lot. When you
Who
speak,
told you that?
I listen to it in the edits.
Okay.
No one told me. I realized when I was editing. And I'm
But do
like,
you realize how weird that is?
the what?
That you interrupt me. My personal impression is that it's the opposite way.
Maybe that's why. Maybe I know that you will not let me speak unless I interrupt you. So
Could be. I feel like before it was the other way around.
I don't know. I was editing the audios and I'm like, okay, fuck, I haven't let her like finish one fucking sentence. This is like, okay, that's not good.
I don't have that impression.
Thank God.
For me, that's a normal conversation.
I don't know if that's worse for you or me.
I also don't know. I don't know what that implies. I don't want to go there.
No.
I don't want to analyze that.
No.
I don't know.
Maybe we...
You know what? But I think that's... you see, now I interrupted you. That's
yeah, okay, but like... I'm not saying that you never do it. I'm just saying that...
But I
you know,
have to say, when
time.
people... So... I know this is completely insane, and I acknowledge that it's wrong, but it's just how I feel. When people present well-structured, paragraph-like arguments to me in spoken language, I want to fucking give myself a lobotomy with my pencil. I'm not even kidding. Like, I'm like...
Do you feel like it's rehearsed?
I just feel like I'm like, fucking spit it out. I don't need this introduction of like 2 pages before you tell me what you want to tell me. Like, just fucking spit it out. And most of the times I feel like I know where it's going, and then I'm like, just say it, just say it, just say it. Come on, say it. And then it's like, as I say, a 2-page long introduction, and then in my mind I'm like screaming a little bit. I'm like, ah!
Do you feel similarly to when people make like, you know, small talk to you? Is that like a similar experience in your mind?
I think the most of the times in my life when I've had suicidal thoughts was when people try to do small talk with me.
Yeah, but like, is it a similar experience? People trying to make small talk with you, and people, you know, making a whole introduction to say, yes, I want to go to dinner.
No, I think the too long of an introduction thing is definitely just an impatience thing, where I'm like, come on, let's do it. Come on, spit it out.
Okay.
But the small talk thing is just my brain, like, as soon as it begins, my brain starts having an inner dialogue with itself, being like, I can't believe we're doing this. Why are we doing this? Why are you answering these questions? I can't believe you would stoop so low. This is what you've become. You just like sort of talk to people about the weather. You have nothing smarter to say. Say a joke.
Not everything needs to be smart, you know.
Yeah, but
look at us
sometimes
now.
True. But sometimes I'm like, is this what my life has become? Am I gonna, until the end of time, talk about, oh, what a terrible weather we're having, and or what did you do for the weekend? I was so tired. What about you? Oh my God, me too. I mean, I will. Fuck, I don't know. I feel sad. That's my life.
What if you make like a list, or even better, hear me out. Here's a business plan.
Dear Lord.
Okay, you make a business card. You know, the small cards that you give out to people.
Okay.
And then
I know the concept.
Yes, and then you write acceptable ways to
no, I would, if I saw myself doing that, I would punch myself.
Okay, acceptable ways to say hello, and then you give it back, and then you are like, "What do you think about the fall of Yugoslavia?"
but no,
if
wait.
you could go back to the, if you go to the past, would you interview Jesus or Caesar?
Or would you pet a dinosaur?
Yeah.
But no, okay. I think that's pretentious, so I would hate myself even more. So that would push me over the edge of, like, insanity. Because it's not... I think that's also very pretentious, right? If someone hands me a fucking card of, like, acceptable ways to talk to me, I'll be like, who the fuck do you think you are?
Okay.
I will just not talk to them. Because I would find them extremely pretentious.
But that's your goal, to not make small talk to you.
No, I would like to live it. It's not that I don't want to talk to people. I just want to live in a world where we can, like, talk more relaxed and not have this, like, scheme of conversation that's sort of rehearsed and it's always the same.
So, like, what do you want them to say to you? Come up to you and say, "Hi, so how is your depressive episode that weekend?" What?
I feel like that would be more honest than anything else.
But I
dig that.
The random person.
Not random person, but your coworkers or something.
These are still random people.
Okay, fair, but you know, I would still appreciate the level of honesty. Let's put down the mask. Let's, you know, what did I do this weekend? Nothing fun, bitch. Like, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't
But again, you don't want to disclose any information about what you do in your free time. So there's another problem there.
But do you?
Yeah, I don't care.
I feel like it's intruding into my life.
You saying that you went to a birthday party and you had fun?
I don't want him to know what I do. I mean, if it's small talk,
Okay,
I don't
I'm
know.
sorry.
I know this is so
okay,
weird.
What?
It's a very complicated scheme that makes very little sense. I don't know what I mean.
Okay,
I
it's
know.
fine.
I'm trying to rationalize
It's fine,
it.
it's
and
fine.
It cannot be rationalized.
It's okay.
I think it's wrong, but
It's fine.
It
You
is what
don't
it
want
is.
to make small talk. It's okay. You're not alone in this.
I hope so. But
I
don't
know
know.
people who have the same opinion as you.
Yeah, I get that it's a good way to like sort of start a discussion or a conversation with someone you don't know, because then you have like a set
I mean, you need
group
something
of
to
questions.
say.
Yeah,
you
you
know?
need some kind of like starting point, right?
Yeah.
But for some people that you already know, I would love if someone came up to me and were like, "Bitch, I hate this guy," and then like whatever, some like honest burst of emotion that I can be like relate to and be like, "Yes, I feel you. I see what you mean." Like,
Is that something that you experience, like the lack of that? Is that something you experience here, or is it something that you also had back in Serbia?
I can't really pinpoint because I wasn't in that many of these sort of settings
Yeah.
back home. So
I mean, in a...
I think there is more of that there. Yeah, I
Okay,
think
but, like, in a
people
work-
burst out in emotion way more.
I agree, but I think that's extremely toxic, especially in a work environment.
Why?
Because
I mean, no,
what-
okay, yes.
come on.
Yeah, okay, no, I understand. No, that was a stupid question. I'm sorry. Yeah, of course. I agree. If it's about the work. But again, if it's like our pastime, like you're on a break or whatever, and you like share something real with me, share something honest with me, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I would like. To know that, like,
No, I get that.
it doesn't have to mean that we're best friends. It doesn't have to mean anything. But
Yeah,
it can
yeah,
mean
yeah.
that, like, for a moment,
There is a connection.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
fully know what you mean, and I fully am there for you, listening, recognizing you're sharing some, like, raw emotion or opinion. It doesn't matter. But something that's, like, you know, sometimes you have these conversations where, like, maybe you don't even agree with the person. Maybe you don't even like the person.
Yeah.
But they share something, like, very honestly with you,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have to stop and think, like, man, you know, that was like another human
You're like,
directly sharing something with me.
I don't
Am I
think-
the only one? Am I retarded?
No.
Could be.
No. But I think you read a little bit deeper than the average person.
Yeah, so I'm what they call a delulu.
No. But like, I don't think that the average person would be like, oh, look at that. They shared something deep.
But if you're telling me, like, I don't know,
Especially if they disagree.
but if you share something with me of like, oh, this thing made me think like this, and that's why I, you know, do this thing, and then I'll be like, okay,
Bro,
you know?
no one shares those kinds of things with random people. Come on. I rarely share it with the closest people I have. Will I just go to a random... Not
Yes,
random,
random
but like...
people, but like, okay, but do you... Okay, I need a definition of random people for you. Like, is it someone you just met, or is it just people that are not close enough to you to be like...
Both.
Okay.
Like, for example, my ex-co-workers, I would not go up to them and say, so I made that realization about myself yesterday. Apparently, I'm a control freak. I will not say that.
Why? Because it would be true.
No, because
Sorry.
but it's not about me being embarrassed of something. It's like we're not that close for me to say something like that.
But is that really that deep? Like, I mean, I get that you wouldn't share some, like, very personal details about your life, but is that really that, like... It's what everyone goes through, right? We all have those, like, oh, I'm a bit, like, weird about this thing, you know? Isn't that...
But like not
you-
everyone shares that. or wants to share, or wants to listen to you share it. There's also that. What if I say something extremely deep and then you're like, okay? That would make me, I'd be like, okay, I guess I'll go fuck myself then.
Fuck me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if there's a man? Okay, idea. You know how you have like those running clubs and you have like those, I don't know, chess clubs.
Shoot me. What?
You're gonna have therapy clubs.
Nah.
So you do group therapy at work.
No, I would shoot me. Just shoot me right now.
I think that would be like extremely funny.
Just shoot me.
Why not?
Group therapy at work.
Yes.
People would kill each other all over the world.
You have tea for centuries.
How would you look at those people the next day when they go like, well,
Don't you have like company parties and stuff that people just do, like go completely wild? They have pictures of like, I don't know, kissing each other's asses, and then the next day they just go into the office.
I think corporate parties are crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
I think they are unhinged.
Yeah, so how do they look?
What, those parties?
No, how do they look at each other the next day?
Oh, completely normal, like nothing happened.
Exactly.
Which is
So
also
the same
weird
way.
to me.
Yeah, but the same way you have therapy, you say everything, like you reveal your deepest secrets, and then the next day you just go to work and you're like, hi Mark, good morning, and then you just sit in your office and do work. Like a true sociopath.
Interesting concept. I'm not surprised that it comes from you.
What is that supposed to mean?
Nothing. It's a compliment. It's a very elaborate suggestion. Very interesting idea. Good job.
Thank you.
You get a gold star.
As a sticker?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, that was easy. Man, you're easy to manipulate. I mean, compliment. That's what I meant.
Okay, before I leave.
You know what I just realized?
What?
You know how for that Eurovision that you remember how I wanted to learn that Greek song from Marina Sati?
Yeah.
Sati? Now I think I want to learn Pezis. That's my new Everest.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That part I know.
Yeah. Sure. I will be waiting for a live performance.
Okay.
But speaking of Eurovision, a lot of countries withdraw.
How do you feel about that? I know you love... I saw that Spain is...
Yeah, Iceland and
announcing.
Spain and Slovenia.
Iceland too?
Yeah.
Slovenia too?
Yeah.
Wow.
And,
okay. I know you love Spain. So
and Portugal. I mean, I loved Spain's last song. That doesn't mean that I would love the next one.
I think you have a preference.
Maybe it depends on the genre. How do I feel about countries withdrawing from Eurovision?
Yeah. I think I dig that.
How political should we make this podcast?
But
how much
without going
how
into
much could
any
I disclose?
Without going into any like sort of opinions and attitudes, without sort of naming names or saying anything, I would just say that I like when people take some kind of stance in a non-harmful way. It doesn't harm anyone.
I mean,
plus the country can save a lot of money.
I agree. I also like when countries stand for things, but I think this whole thing was a stance so far either way. I don't think that those countries picked a side now and they were, apolitical before. The whole thing is you taking a side.
I don't think that's how people feel. I think...
I don't care how people feel.
Yeah, no, but I just think that the way that sort of it's been thought about, this whole thing, that we're not gonna talk about, but yeah. I just think that people maybe felt that until now it was not, or that now still it isn't like as well documented or as well reported on what's actually going on, and then maybe it was difficult for people to like take a side, as you say, and sort of say, oh, this is what I think is right or wrong.
But I think that's extremely stupid, because that's not true. And you just need to be uneducated to not know that it's all very well documented.
But I don't know, like, I don't know, man.
Are we still talking about Eurovision or in general?
I don't know. I just feel like, yeah, I would maybe like to give people the benefit of the doubt and say that, you know, they really didn't think about it before in that way. And now, you know, they're like, okay, we don't want to support this. We want to, like, get out.
Okay. Can I just say something? Like, when you say people, you mean, like, countries?
Yeah,
or individuals?
No, I mean, okay, but it's not like an individual on the street in Spain is deciding this. But let's take it as an example. Okay. Like, those people who participate in those, who run the participation of each country, right? The
committee, let's say.
Yeah, if there is such a thing.
Okay,
you know
so
better.
You think, okay, I'm sorry, but like, you think that in a competition that for 3 years now, there has been such a big discussion about the participation of certain countries that they never thought for 3 years now, or not thought, they didn't know what's going on, and now they found out, and they were like, I'm sorry, we didn't know. Now thank you for educating us, we will withdraw.
No, I think the sad truth of how this goes is that, since I know what you mean and I know what you're talking about, this might be confusing speaking in codes, but let's just say that one of the countries was a very clear ally and the other one just isn't. And that, of course, the decisions will be different. They were waiting for an excuse to throw them out.
I agree with that completely. And this is why we also had that discussion, I think, 2 years ago when we actually went.
Yeah.
And I told you that it's not that they're not picking a side. They have clearly picked a side.
Yes, but what I'm saying is that
now, what happened now?
I think now just the overwhelming amount of things that's been going on has tipped the scales of it no longer just being a question of who you're ally with or not. Yeah. So I think that's what's in my very humble, uneducated peasant opinion, maybe what's going on. I don't know, but like, I would just like to, believe that maybe that's a positive thing, that people are showing some kind of initiative in some way that's not destructive and not like.
I am more inclined to believe that something changed politically in those countries that withdrew, and this is why that happened now.
I mean, also, like...
But I don't know what...
Does Eurovision matter anymore?
I don't know. Money-wise and alliance-wise, I really don't know.
I mean, does it pull that much money? Yes. I don't think it holds that much weight as it did before. I think it peaked and now it's going down.
Well, considering that the sponsor for Eurovision is Moroccan oil...
I mean, okay, that could be a very clear reason why to withdraw, right?
But it has been going on for 5 years now.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, I think
you want to give the benefit of a doubt.
Yeah, I want to give them the benefit of the doubt and say that maybe the situation was a bit more complicated, and now it's the scales are being tipped into one direction, and that no one can sort of deny anymore. Yeah, and now people just have to make decisions accordingly.
Maybe. Do you think that more countries will withdraw?
I hope so.
Do you think that it will get cancelled?
I hope so.
Okay.
I really hope so. But this has nothing to do with the country who shall not be named. It just has to do with, really, I believe that Eurovision has passed its prime and it's time to let it go. Okay. I don't know. It's a beautiful idea. Yeah. I think it's a marvelous idea, but maybe have a break, Yeah. Because it's, I don't know, maybe we've offered everything we can.
And that's it. We've reached our peak, and not even peak, actually.
Yeah, I mean, I understand why Australia is competing. Okay. Numbers-wise, money-wise. I understand it's a money decision. And they have a lot of fans there, whatnot. But I would say that sort of, to me, is a sign that maybe things are not going the right direction. That not everything is valued correctly anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I would love it if it would stop for a while and then resurface again as like this small, intimate thing that it used to be. It doesn't have to be a spectacle. It doesn't have to be, I don't know,
I mean,
Beyonce coming on to
but
to
it
sing.
always was.
But it was
In another scale, just because of, how easy it was to make it a spectacle.
But don't you think before it was just more about, like, it's not that deep. It's just people singing from other countries. Like, it's...
Maybe in the first 10 years, but then after that, no.
I think I would love it to have a break, irrespective of what's going on.
No, I
I
okay.
think
I
I'm
don't
ready-
agree, but I respect your opinion.
I understand that most people will not agree with me, but I'm ready to let it go and say, let's have a 10-year break from Eurovision.
Yeah.
And see you when you have something interesting to offer, you know?
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know either. However, before we wrap this up, we will be making a Christmas episode that will come out on the, wait for it, on the 28th. So after my Christmas, before your Christmas, so that everything is included.
But then people will not feel Christmassy.
What do you mean? It's also before New Year's. It's right in between the holidays.
Okay.
So we will make a Christmas or like a holiday episode. However, I want to ask you for your first, 2026 prediction.
Oh, right now?
Yes. Will Eurovision get cancelled this year?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Again, I would hope so.
Yeah.
But I don't think so.
Okay. So for the next episode, we will discuss some Christmas movies, some fun facts. I had completely forgotten until I opened my notes. We have some 2025 predictions. We will see if something came true. I wanted to say something else.
I think my brain is lagging. My brain thinks it's 2023 still.
My brain cannot fit everything that has happened in 2025 as that being 1 year. Like, if I think of how and where I was 1 year ago, I'm like, that's not 1 year ago.
But that's because we've had, like...
Yeah, that change.
Yeah, big changes.
Yeah.
I also cannot comprehend.
Yes. We will talk more about it in the next episode. What I wanted to say is that I am hoping that this podcast will become famous, so that someone will reach out to me and say, hey, we really like your voice and the way you say stuff. Please, can you record the messages in like the trains and the metros? And
you are sick in your brain.
Do
you want to be the woman who says, like,
I will do it
welcome to the
I will do it for
station.
fucking free. If anyone is listening to that, I will do it for free. It has been my dream for many years now.
It's very nice to have such low budget dreams.
I really, really don't know why.
You know, some people want to go to space or be an astronaut.
No,
not you.
No.
You want to speak into a microphone for 15 seconds.
But I think that would be so cool.
Welcome to the Central Station.
Yeah. Well, let me give you an example. I can also
forget to take your things with you, bitch. Leave the train now.
I would hire you to do that. No, bitch, you forgot your bag. Come back.
Imagine if at every station just you heard, like, on the recorder just someone screaming, "Get the fuck out!" You don't,
instead of the beep beep beep.
Yeah, and you don't know which station it is. You don't know anything. It's just yelling, "Get the fuck out!"
That would be so funny.
And then whoever succumbs to pressure, that's your station.
Bro, someone needs to do that prank for like April Fools.
And that's a very high budget prank, though.
I will do it for free. DSB, are you listening? Yeah, I don't know.
I will come back to my original argument, which is you are sick in your brain.
Okay, it's late. I have to go. So until the next one.
Bye.